All right, I think we can start questions. The only new update was that applications have closed and the lotteries, the results will be soon.
Probably within the next week, I think.
Within the next week. All right. Cool. Shruti is asking, I have adopted daughters 3 years back in United States. We applied her status change in US by filing I
I,
I-485 and waiting for so long. She's with us, but want to know what is her status in US at this time.
so, Shotiji, a couple of things. When a child is under the age of 18, there is not much harm that's being done, even if there is a status issue, number one. Number two, when you have a validly filed 485 pending, the child is considered to be in authorized period of stay, which means they are legal. I'm assuming the child is already here with you, like you said. So when you file an I-485 for her, she's legal.
Hmm. I went to renew my driving license. They said second verification is needed and I would get a letter from USCIS to verify my lawful presence. Can I get drive if my driving license is expired?
Do I really need to answer that? So Uber is your way to go until this thing is resolved.
Hmm. Second
Or
letter
Lyft.
from
Man, I don't have stock in Uber, by the way.
yeah yeah. So second letter from USCIS, is that a thing or
You see, government agencies are complicated as they are.
yeah?
Now, what is worse than having a complicated government agency? Two government agencies that are complicated. So now you've got state versus federal.
Hmm.
And it's just quite problematic because, and all 50 states have different flavors of difficulties. So, what you can do is you can contact a state legislator, not a federal one, a state legislator, and say, could you please help me resolve this issue?
Hmm.
Okay. And usually they are pretty effective in ironing out issues with the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, or whatever that's called in the state that you're in. American Immigration Lawyers Association, if you have a lawyer, immigration lawyer, you can talk to them. They maintain a list of requirements in all 50 states, along with the contacts that lawyers can reach out to. So, easiest and cheapest thing would be to just contact a state legislator yourself.
Okay. My sister has a green card. How long would it take me if she sponsors? Is it same like general green card process for Indians?
She can't sponsor you. If she becomes a citizen, she can sponsor you, but it takes about 15 years. And you can't stay here in those 15 years.
Hmm. Yeah. Right. We know TN1 visa can be renewed indefinitely, but I have heard that if we renew it continuously, it may ha- happen next time for renewal. It gets rejected as officials might think we are permanent resident.
I think, well, not I think, that is incorrect information. But I think one particular job in which this could be a problem, I don't remember the title. I think it's called business consultant.
Hmm.
That's one job we expect to terminate eventually, even though TN is forever. That job for the same company should not be forever. The idea is, let's say I am moving from a paper to cloud. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'll hire a consultant to help me with that process. But somewhere along the line, that process should end, right? So if you've been helping a company digitize for 19 years, there's something weird going on, right?
Hmm.
But if you change companies and do the same thing again, that should be fine.
Hmm.
That's the only way I can think of that this could become a problem.
Hmm. It's a good one. How long should I wait to change my employer after getting green card?
There is no magic limit on this. We've discussed this issue many times. If you go to our website, immigration.com, and you read our frequently asked question, we have about 6 hours of discussion on this.
Mm. But if someone gets a green card, they can change it almost next day, right?
Mm, how much time do we have? Because if you have a lot of people, then I need about 5 minutes to go over the
All
basics.
right, all right. Let's move on. Sorry. um, I'm on F1 visa. My EAD card expiry dates is 1 day less than my OPT I20 end date. If not corrected, would this be problem in future to re-enter the
Um,
US?
I don't see why this should be a problem. Just stop working when your EAD expires.
Mm, right. If we get married in F1 visa, I don't see the full
Are
question.
you inviting us? I mean, what's the
Uh,
rest of the
I
question going to
guess
be?
if we get married on an F1.
Same question with a lot of emojis.
uh, sorry.
So if you get married to a US citizen, you can get a green card. Marriage has to be genuine, or even a green card holder. But if you
Yeah.
get married to another F1 visa, you'll be two F1 visa holders living happily ever after.
Uh, can I do Uber Eats or any
No,
other such thing that generates income in first
no,
year of OPT?
no.
Sorry, I know a lot of people wants to do something like that, but how to go from F1 to EB5 visa?
Step one, get lots of money. Step two, invest. Step three, wait for the green card.
You forgot that step one is to become best friends with us.
I know. Well, step 1A is become best friends with us.
And when you say invest, like what can they invest? Can it be anything?
So again, depends upon how much time you have. That's a long topic, but I'll summarize it. So two basic kinds of investments: one that you make yourself, second you give in the hands of somebody else. When you make it yourself, you have two choices: invest in regular area, invest in um, high unemployment area, let's call it that.
Mm,
So when you invest in a regular area, you invest 1,050,000 and create 10 American jobs. If you invest in a backward area, or rural area, high unemployment area, it's 800,000 and you still have to create 10 American jobs, not counting your family aid. So that's the bottom line.
okay. So I just want to one more follow up question. So Chico would consider rural, right? Because it's not like a big
There
city.
is there are You have to go to the USCIS census. The census data tells you, if you don't
Mm,
have the data for that particular tract, you can use adjacent tracts. So there's a whole bunch of methodology.
okay.
I don't even get involved with that. I usually refer them out to somebody who does these
Mm,
calculations and gives us the conclusions, because I'm not an expert in census data calculations and all, nor do I intend to be.
right. So assuming if it was, I bought a motel and I have a 10 people working for me
Okay, one
cleaning.
second. Buying an existing company and creating a new company are two different criteria. Okay.
Mm,
Buying a troubled business and buying a regular business are two different criteria. So there are some variations there, but let's say you start a motel. Let's say you start a motel and now you start with 5 employees, right?
mm,
Your business plan says you'll have 10 employees in 2 to 3 years, or maybe even 4 years. That's all you need. That's how you get started. So you send in a bunch of forms, 526, I think that's called. If
mm,
it's approved, then you have a conditional green card for 2 years. 90 days before the second anniversary of the green card approval, you move to have the condition removed based upon ongoing commitment of the capital, as well as almost creation of 10
mm.
jobs.
Okay. Okay. So same.
Wow. That was
Okay.
the quickest summary I could give.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the same could apply also if someone is starting a restaurant or something like that.
Yeah, starting a restaurant, starting an IT company,
Yeah.
starting a dental. A lot of dentists do this.
Mm,
Starting even a physical therapy practice. I mean, anything, any professional can do it, or any business person can do it.
right. Right. Okay. Cool. Sorry for that tangent. Let's go.
It's all good.
What is OPT business visa?
There's no OPT business visa.
Yeah. I think there's a program. Sorry, I don't want to.
No, no,
Let's.
there isn't. There's an entrepreneurial parole, but that has nothing to do with OPT.
I think that's what they're asking. That's what I was gonna
Yeah, it's
talk
called
about.
entrepreneurial parole. You can Google entrepreneurial parole USCIS. You'll come to the page. It tells you you've got to meet a certain number of criteria, and you then get parole for X number of years. Not very useful for Indians because you're not getting a green card.
Mm, mm. All right. Should I be concerned about future US visa application tourist employer? If Employer plans to apply for H1B L1 TN, had dropped out of day one CPT after first semester in March 2021.
Doesn't look like an issue.
All right. I'm in H1B and work from home from India for 4 months. Will I have tax related issue when I apply green card? How long can I stay in India?
I have an article on this. Google Rajiv S. Khanna, Economic Times. Read that article and contact your CPA about tax issues. Never ask me, you are going to lose money and you could end up in prison. Don't ask me tax questions. I'm bad at that.
But the second question, how long can they stay
That
in
is
India?
covered in that article. You can stay as
Oh,
long as you like.
okay, got it. Yep. All right. Is it okay to get married when both of us are on F1 visa status? Will it cause any immigration
No,
problems in future?
no. Make sure you invite UD. I have a feeling you're on the West Coast. He likes parties.
Uh,
I don't.
I- uh,
Congratulations. And yes, it should not be any problem. Go for it.
right, right. Oh, there was a second follow-up question. Can a student on F1 visa,
Yes.
uh,
Can you
and
rear
can
a
I?
baby in the US? Yes. And when the baby turns 21, the baby can sponsor you for green card.
Right, and but the baby will have the U.S.
A US
citizen.
citizen, born US citizen, they can run for president. You and I can't.
Right.
You have to be US born US
Yeah.
citizen.
Yeah. But we can be like a senator or
We can be vice president too, I think.
oh, okay.
I could be the next Kamala Harris.
Nice.
I think I'll look very pretty in a sari.
All right. On that note, our marriage date. Is there's a question?
Dietitian diary. Wow. I could use your help.
Not sure where the first question went, but
Our marriage date. Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't know what they're saying.
uh, I'm currently under my student visa doing my OPT working as a corporate counsel.
Good.
The company file H1B B1.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. No, H1B1s are for certain. I don't know. Honduras did. I don't think Honduras has H1B1. I know Argentina does.
mm,
I know Singapore does. One more country I'm missing, but I don't think Honduras does. But you probably know better than I do.
mm,
This will be adjusted. So how long will it take? Um, I don't know, Mr. Hale. I don't know exactly what we are talking about. One question under student visa, doing my OPT, working as a corporate counsel, company filed H1B1. Not sure they could have double checked that, please. I think there's something weird here. Uh, this will be adjustment of status, and how long will it take? I think what you're talking about is change of status.
mm,
Adjustment of status is when you file a 485 for green card. I don't know if that's what you have filed. If it is an H1B, it will be change of status. How long will it take? Did you file premium or non-premium? If it is taking long, you can actually convert your pending H1B1 case to premium. I think H1B1 also can be premium.
mm. It's a new one.
Yeah, H1B1s are a kind of H1Bs reserved for Singapore, Argentina, which is the third country. I think there's another country.
Mm, yeah. Vaishnavi had a follow-up question. Sorry, I keep forgetting her question. Can I deliver baby during OPD period? I think yes. And will my baby be in USA? Yes. I think you already answered all the question.
Wow, actually, the way you plan everything, huh? Good for you.
uh, like that. All right. My spouse arrived this month on H4. Can I file H1B amendment premium and bundle it up
Yes,
with
yes.
H4A?
If you have your I-140 approved, you can.
Hmm. Okay. My friend is pursuing masters in HR in UK. What would be the best possible way for or visa to enter in US for work?
H1B, there is no other special visa. Um, I have actually, it's been tricky getting HR folks, even senior HR folks, processed through H1B, because remember, one of the requirements of H1B is that the job must require a degree. And a
Mm,
lot of HR jobs don't necessarily require a degree in HR.
mm,
Okay? So, as keep that in mind, that could be a hump that you have to overcome. But other than that, H1B is the only option that I can think of.
What about L1? Like they can do L1 too, right?
Well, she's pursuing a master's. Of course, L1, if you are, for
Mm,
example, a VP HR, You are an executive level employee of the company. You can come on an L1A, sure.
Mm. All right. Can I do freelancing on student visa?
What does freelancing mean? If you're getting paid, no. If you're just doing it for fun, like I do a lot of things, yes.
Yeah. Uh, all right.
I
Dietitian's
know
back.
this
Uh,
person, dietitian diary.
can I file a case
Ouch.
fraudulent case against him? What? Sorry.
Don't know, ma'am. Don't or sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm worried about my F1 visa interview, which is scheduled for next month, as I recently got rejected under 214B. Please give me some tips.
Well, um, a 214B denial is difficult to overcome, but not impossible. I know at least some people, small percentage of people who've been able to overcome. The idea is the consulate is not convinced that you're going to come back. They feel that you're going to break the law and stay in the US. So if you have a genuine course, you are a genuine student, your chances of being able to get the F1 may be okay.
Mm.
But a prior denial is certainly not helpful. It's a problem.
Mm. If I do not involve government in my marriage, can I still get marriage based green card?
I don't know what that means. Is government coming to your wedding? Rahul, that's not
Yeah.
a clear question. If I do not involve government in my marriage. So, are you saying if I get married through religious methods rather than through court? And the answer is yes. If the marriage is valid and legal in the country in which you enter into the marriage, for example, if you go to India, do the 7 steps around the fire, that's legal. That's recognized in the US. So, if that's what you're asking, you don't necessarily have to go through the courts in India to get married. So there are two ways to get married in India, if I remember correctly. I'm not an India lawyer admitted in India any longer. There used to be the personal laws, like example, Hindu Marriage Act.
Mm.
There's a Sikh Marriage Act,
Mm.
or you can do Uniform Marriages Act, which is through the courts. So you can do a religious ceremony as long as it is legal in India.
Mm. They still, so marriage certificate is not based on getting married in court. Okay.
We get affidavits from people who attended the wedding.
Okay. Got it. Okay. In college, if we get married on F1 visa, how much time does it take for me to become a green card holder? Proper question.
No, Anmol, I don't know. Who are you getting married to? Are you getting married to a US citizen?
Hmm. All right, we'll end with this one. Sorry, I have a hard stop at 7:30. Yesterday I read the news about you can find a job if you travel if you're traveling on B1 B2. Please
Yeah,
confirm.
I think you sent me this on LinkedIn too. I,
Yeah, a
I
lot of people sent me that too. I think
yeah,
I said it was misleading because it's like I think it's the
absolute
part we talked about that if people get laid off on
yes,
H1B,
absolute
then they
nonsense.
yeah.
No such thing, sir. Okay,
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. See you guys next week. Thank you,
take
Rajiv
care.
ji.
Bye.
Bye.